Boston accent for the next few minutes. So my name is Rocha. I'm the director of Sidekick Sports Academy, and I want to welcome you all to the Sidekick Unified Soccer Tournament. This is a special opportunity for us to bring together three really different communities, the really young kids, the college kids, and the unified community to play with us today. So I want to say thank you to all of you for coming here. What a turnout. This is beautiful. And what weather. Thank you, New England, on a Sunday in November. So what we are doing here today is, again, we're just bringing everybody together to play. So we're going to do a 7v7 tournament. Every single team will play each other team, and we'll do that over the course of 3 games each, okay? I'll tell you who's playing who to start and where you're going and all that in a second, but we want to recognize some people that are here today that are leaders and help to make this happen. So what we have is a sponsorship with Puma. And Puma's been a big supporter of our company for the last 10 years. And so one of the things they have sent me is some free futsal balls. If you don't know what futsal is, that's the sport that in the winter, if you want to keep playing in Boston, you should probably go indoors and play futsal. So you play it on a basketball court. It's how a lot of the countries throughout the world develop their players, and so it's a wonderful sport. So we have some free futsal balls that we want to give to some people and say, hey, get your players playing this. This particular event for the 2 years prior to the pandemic happened at St. John's Prep High School in Danvers, and we did it as a unified futsal tournament. It was actually the first of its kind in this country's history, which was a wonderful thing for us. But soccer's popular, and it's just sports, and it's just playing. So we're happy to do soccer this year, and probably moving forward, again, as long as the sun keeps coming out in November for us. So again, thank you to everyone for being here, and that's just a little bit of the background and history of it. So the gifts. So the first person I want to say thank you to is we have about 10 players from Arlington Soccer Club who are with us today. And they are here. Let's give them a round of applause. And Coach Rabinowitz is the person who reached out to me and said, Zach, can we get involved? Can we come? Can we have the kids come and play in this event? I think it's really important for them to learn about this community at an early age. And I said, absolutely, come on over. So if I can get Coach Rabinowitz and his players, the Washington players, no matter what country you're on right now, come on up, we'll do a photo, we'll give you a ball, maybe we'll get you playing football. Yeah. So guys, look at Coach Zoe, she'll take a photo. There you go.
You're on a different program.
You want a photo ball, guys? No, don't want a photo ball. Great. All right. Good job, guys. All right. And then Coach James will play.
Yeah, good job.
All right, guys. And then you'll go to war against each other in a few minutes. Okay? All right. The next ball is. So we started Sidekick in 2012. And in about 2015, I want to say, what is time after the pandemic? What is time? And so we started working with the Brandeis Football Club. They actually used the proper term for soccer. Coach James appreciates that, which is football, but they are a soccer club and they're self-sufficient. The kids organize themselves. I call them kids. They're starting to become adults. Last night they had last night they had their banquet and they were all dressed up and I was like, oh goodness gracious.
Hey, what a good time to start it.
Yeah, good time. So the men were the first ones that got the program going, and then 3 years later the women created their own program, and by some accounts this year the women had a better year than the men, which made me happy in a lot of ways.
Anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it. So I want to get the Brandeis players up here and give you guys, I have 2 balls, one for each, the men and the women, and say thank you to you guys for coming out this morning.
Now boys, don't lose this ball.
Oh, come on. Nice.
All right, guys, so we'll bring it in.
All people should be in the back.
Okay. Yep. Thank you. All right. I swear they're more self-sufficient.
pretty bad. We're doing our best. We're doing our best.
The next group I want to recognize, and it actually is going to be a bunch of players at once. So Milford has sent players from all over. The Milford Hawks, is that what it is?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh.
That's the general term.
General term, the Milford Hawks, right. So they were some of the first people to sign up. They were the first people to say, hey, we just want to play. And I said, great, we can make that happen. So if you're on the Milford Hawks, or if you're not on the Mass Jaguars, come on up right now, and we'll get you this ball.
I guess they don't like the Jaguars. Yeah, that's it.
Yay.
The Jaguars,
Okay,
they're
great.
cool.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I'm practically wearing the colors right now.
I know.
Sorry.
All right, then, the last one, I just kind of gave it away. But Art Merriam, who is the leader of the Mass Jaguars program, went out of his way to call me, say, hey, what the heck are you doing? Are we playing a 7v7 tournament? Who can come? And then he decided to say, let's bring everybody that we possibly can. So I think you have about 10 players here, right? Partners and players, and we're just absolutely honored that they have thrown their full support to be here this morning. He said he knew where Waltham was, which is great news, because you guys were coming from, was it Leominster a lot of you? Leominster is like the core, so I appreciate the drive, I appreciate what their skills are going to show us today, and he also said after this, he's off the clock, he's just sitting here and watching, so nobody ask him for advice after this. Art and all the Mass Jaguars players, please come on up, all the Mass Jaguars players.
Yeah, Mass Jaguars.
Really?
Now you're gonna have to help me up, Kevin.
Yeah, Jaguars.
Really?
All right, thank you guys. All right.